Thanks to my wonderful friends over at Walt Disney Home Entertainment, I have 3 magical prize packs to give away, containing a copy of both Aladdin films on Blu-ray, including the newly released live-action remake and the Signature Collection re-release of the animated classic. To find out how you can go in the draw to win, stay tuned at the end of the video. In this video, we're taking a brief look at the latest release from the Walt Disney Signature Collection, the long-awaited re-release of Aladdin on 4K Ultra High Definition. We'll kick off with a brief unboxing of the 4K Ultimate Collector's Edition, which is bundled with a 4K disc, Blu-ray disc, and digital code. We'll then get on to my quick review of the film presentation and special features. Aladdin's Signature Collection 4K set comes as an Ultimate Collector's Edition bundled with a 4K disc, Blu-ray and digital code. It comes in this beautifully designed slipcover which utilizes gorgeous new artwork. It's easily one of my favourite signature covers so far and miles above what we were given for the Diamond Collection. The slip features embossing right across all of the characters and the film's title. It has very mild holofoil effects highlighting small sections of the artwork, but it's certainly not anything incredibly special or fancy. Most notably, the Signature Collection logo has a nice foil shimmer. The spine of the slip is also nicely designed, featuring a deep blue colouring, a shimmery logo, and a great image of the genie down the bottom. As you can see, both spines feature the exact same design and imagery. The back cover of the set is well designed too, featuring some great imagery of Jafar and the Peddler, who is the focus of one of the set's bonus features. Of course, the back cover features the regular specs and features listing. If you're keen to see how the set matches up against the new release of Aladdin's live-action remake, here's a quick look at the covers side by side. Also, really nice to see that there's a decent uniformity with the 2 spines. I like that both offer respective images of the genie, which will certainly look nice together on the shelf. Though I would have liked the titles to line up a little bit better, but that's just me getting a little bit pedantic. Taking the disc out of the sleeve, you'll see that the artwork on the actual case itself is exactly the same, standard for a Disney release. Opening up, the set comes with 2 inserts, a digital code pamphlet for redemption and download of the movie via Movies Anywhere and its linked platforms including iTunes, and another giving incentive to join the Disney Movie Club. The 4K disc once again features a printed image, a beautifully chosen artwork of the genie. I really love that this set is using mostly newly commissioned art and not the same old stock images we've seen a million times before. The Blu-ray, as per usual, is presented with a blue disc and white text. Aladdin is of course one of Disney's most beloved films of all time and one of the greatest masterpieces to spawn from the Renaissance era, and as expected, it flies back onto Blu-ray and 4K with a stunning presentation. Aladdin was one of the first Disney animations to be completed and processed using the CAP system, making it one of the very first digital movies ever produced. The CAP system had a native resolution and output of 2K, and the new restoration of the film is taken directly from the native CAPS files, offering the truest and most wonderful presentation of the film that we'll perhaps ever see. Of course, with a 2K native source, this means that the film has received a reasonable upscale for its 4K presentation. Let's talk about the new restoration in general here, which is presented on both the Blu-ray and the 4K disc. Saying that, I'm actually slightly hesitant to call Aladdin's Signature Transfer a new restoration or a new master, as it wouldn't be incredibly distinguishable from the previous Diamond edition to most eyes. In fact, I'm not entirely convinced that this isn't the same master, with a few slight tweaks and improvements. Said improvements include a fairly noticeable boost to colour and detailing, with a more vibrant palette and noticeably finer, crisper line work than the Diamond. This likely comes down to a tinkering with the film's brightness and contrast, and perhaps a less aggressive edge enhancement and smoothing pass. The 4K disc of course adds an extra level of vibrancy and sharpness, with incredibly punchy colours, deeper darks and almost pure whites. Purples, pinks, blues, oranges and yellows all look brilliantly soft and smooth. The level of detail here is also given a slight edge, most notably with line work looking much finer and background plates looking more refined and more detailed than ever before. Scenes such as those set in the Cave of Wonders and the Sultan's Palace are easy highlights with spectacular colours and detail. The 4K presentation isn't incredibly revelatory and isn't a huge leap over the Blu-ray Blu-ray counterpart, but viewers looking for an extra punch and pizzazz from the shiny HDR pass will definitely be very pleased. The biggest differentiation between the Signature and Diamond, however, is the aspect ratio, which is presented in its full intended theatrical aspect for the very first time. The original Diamond disc was presented in 1.85:1, which essentially cropped a chunk of image and added small black bars to the top and bottom. The Signature disc presents the movie in 1.66:1, once again the original intended aspect direct from the CAPS files, which restores a decent amount of image to the top and bottom and a small amount from both sides. This is an absolutely beautiful aspect that you don't see too often, and what I think gives the movie a more cinematic look, making it feel larger somehow, even though the expansion would probably go unnoticed by most. Overall, the visual quality of the new presentation isn't an enormous leap over the Diamond, especially not to the level of The Little Mermaid's Signature release, but it is unfair to judge an upscaled restoration taken from a digital 2K master against a native 4K restoration taken from film elements. The new original aspect, however, is an enormous selling point, and purists will love the new presentation, making this disc a truly worthy upgrade. The 4K disc is complemented by a new Dolby Atmos track, and while I'm currently not set up to properly judge, with what I had to work with, this sounds quite nice. It's certainly a touch more spacious than the 7.1 track featured on the Blu-ray disc and the previous Diamond, with songs certainly benefiting from its wider range and deeper levels. Again, as per usual, this is afflicted with that slight Disney softness, but once you adjust your system, it sounds perfectly fine. If you have 4K capability, the 4K disc is certainly the way to go here for that extra detail and HDR goodness, but those who are stringently Blu-ray only will still be incredibly happy here. Aladdin comes bundled with a very small selection of new special features, which is sadly the norm for these Signature editions. We get two alternate endings showing the original reveal of the old peddler as the genie, both of which released for the very first time and are actually pretty cool to finally see. There's also a short 2-minute sizzle reel of behind the scenes footage showing the vocal recording sessions for the film matched up with the final scenes, most of which footage we've actually seen countless times before, so this isn't hugely revelatory. But what I'm incredibly impressed with is the Aladdin on Aladdin feature, a 30-minute mini doco featuring the original voice of Aladdin, Scott Weinger, as he reminisces on his time working on Aladdin and how the role has shaped his life for the last 3 decades. Throughout the doco, Scott is joined by Aladdin voice actress Linda Larkin, director Ron Clements, songwriter Alan Menken, and Iago voice Gilbert Gottfried, among others, all of whom share their Aladdin experiences and pull the carpet back on small behind-the-scenes tidbits, many of which were new to me. This is an incredibly special retrospective doco, which I'm incredibly surprised and pleased about, and honestly, it's the best of its kind that Disney have included on an animated release since the height of the Diamond Edition releases. I honestly felt so nostalgic for the old days of exploring the Disney features watching this one, and to me, that just about makes this Signature set easily worth the price of admission alone. Additionally, there is a very small selection of classic Diamond Edition features included on the disc, while the vast majority of Legacy Platinum Edition features are included only on the digital copy. Aladdin's Signature Collection is available to purchase in the USA on 4K and Blu-ray as of September 10th, 2019, alongside its live-action counterpart. Both will find a release in select foreign markets soon after. If you'd like to purchase a copy of either of the films, you can find affiliate purchase links in the description below. Don't forget, I also put together a video discussing the many versions of this home media release, where I give an in-depth rundown of specs and special features. Additionally, you can check out my Aladdin live-action Blu-ray review as well. Both videos are linked after the jump. Thanks to Disney, I have 3 prize packs to give away to 3 lucky US and Canadian-based subscribers. Each pack will contain a copy of both Aladdin films on Blu-ray, including the newly released live-action remake and the Signature Collection re-release of the animated classic. To go in the chance to win, let me know in the comments below what your first wish would be if you had a genie of your own. I'll be leaving the giveaway open until Sunday 15th of September 2019, after which time I'll randomly draw the 3 winners and notify them in both a reply to their comment and on a community post with further instructions to claim the prize. So make sure you've got notifications on and have hit that bell icon. The competition is once again only open to citizens of the US and Canada. For full terms and conditions, see the description and pinned comments below. Best of luck. If this is your first time viewing one of my videos and you'd like to see more like it in the future, then please don't forget to hit that big old subscribe button up on your screen, as well as that like button down below for that little extra support. Also, don't forget to check me out on social media, and please consider supporting me over on Patreon. Thanks for watching and have a fantastic day.